Testing 1 2. 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 Testing. 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 Testing.
He's grabbing his left knee, though. The injured knee, the one with the meniscus tear, is his right knee. And they fouled Ben Simmons to put Simmons on the line. Yep. Nobody saying, Ashley, what do you think Nathan Miller, since they've kind of gotten back in this game, to look at this play here when I'm telling you, every time he hits the floor, would
Scout, all caps. Come download it now so you can get synced up and watch what should be a great Game 5 live with me. Hawks, Sixers proving to be far from over. Philly maybe taking their foot off the gas a little too soon. Game is never over. Why people always freak out at coaches for leaving their players in up 20, or why is so-and-so still in the game, 10 minutes left or 15, blah, blah, blah. The game is never over. So you'd be amazed at the kind of leads that can be blown. Doc Rivers will never hear the end of if they blow this one. But Clippers Jazz again is our featured game. I guess I'll maybe do a few minutes at the end of this Sixers Hawks as well. But I think the odds really were looking in the Clippers' favor, and I think they'd really taken control of the series. And obviously, without Kawhi now, probably shifts back in Utah's favor. But I still think it'll be a really good game. Clippers still have a lot of weapons. I think they've still figured out, all the switching is really taking away Utah's pick and roll and taking away the roll gravity kind of that Gobert has. And so even without Kawhi, they should be able to, make Utah really work for everything offensively, which they've done a great job of the last couple games. So we'll see if the Clippers have enough offense in what I think will be a low-scoring game. But again, you can win $50 if you make your picks. Make sure you get those in now if you haven't already. Only on the Hot Mic app, hotmicagain.io, code SCOUT, all caps, for a chance to win $50 if you have the most accurate picks. Again, if you're on YouTube, it'll be 30, 40 seconds behind. Hot Mic is the only place to be synced up live.
Needed a spark plug, needed someone to ignite this offense with a blue will. Basically doing it from any and everywhere on the court from behind the 3-point line. That's just a professional scorer that's got his team within the 3-possession game. Say all that talk and go through the whole deal and that really wasn't an option for us. Defensive effort, elevated to the player. Let's get a little tighter. They're working for it right now. You can see what now Shake Milton is back in the game and then is out. That's how it started. Taking game 2. They should mess like even though I'm sensitive about that play. Draw a play up in the heart. Tobias Harris, I know you want to run it. But you got to see the defense behind and where Joel Embiid is at, and you don't necessarily have to pull it back out, reset, put Embiid inside, and give it to him on the block.
This is a 4-point game, folks. Holy cow. Trying to post Embiid. Get him out of it. Seth Curry off the side pick and roll. Let's see if they can post him on this side. Throws it to him. Yeah. Tough shot. Great defense by Atlanta. Tobias got a space betters right there. Just let John Collins sit right there. Collins could have basically blocked that shot.
Why the Sixers and then again, Atlanta right here back, but he looks at it all. They're shaking his head. They can't believe it.
2-point game. Holy cow. 102-104 Philly, 2:05 to go in the fourth. We could have fouled Ben again right there. Now it's too late.
Trey Young His points, he put up a lot, have been quiet early on, but it's been really loud the last 3 or 4 possessions. Sixers have been in the ball since the 7.5 minute mark.
Unbelievable. Atlanta could take the lead.
Have a chance to tie or take the lead. 26 at 1 point.
Doc might get fired post game. He's gonna shoot this. Oh, got him. 3 shots. Unbelievable.
3 free throws coming for Young. We always talk about ability to play. How about high IQ and intelligence? Trae Young that time knew that Thibault would fight on the hesitation and the pump fake, in which he did. This is unbelievable. Young will shoot 3. Where the Hawks look dead in the water. Sixers had it all going their way. Embiid and Curry with big nice goals. And suddenly, the Hawks have this game tied, and 1 more free throw for Young, and a chance to take the lead at the
104 all, 126 to go, and Trae Young is going to put Atlanta ahead by 1. 105, 104. Unbelievable. Again, why every play matters, every possession matters. Whoever's calling this game, I don't even know which color it is, but he made a great point and said, like, end of the third quarter, they had it was like an 18-point game or 20-point game going to the free throw line. And he said, you make these 2 free throws, they got good timing for a 2-for-1, get a stop, and then hit a 2 or 3. It could be a 15-point game. They actually didn't even do it. I think they went into the fourth still down 18 or so. But he was spot on. He was exactly right. Again, people think these announcers are tripping when you say how important every possession is, how a game's still a game, and you think they're just trying to sell it to you, trying to keep you watching. But really, these things are never over. I've said plenty of times. The thing that would make me by far the most nervous with the Wizards is whenever we go up 20, I'd be sweating bullets because it pretty much meant that we were about to blow a lead. We were about to take our foot off the gas and relax. And whenever you do that, that's what happens. Clippers Jazz starting on TBS. So unfortunately, I don't think I can switch to that with how Hot Mic works. So I guess we'll finish this last 126 of Philly Atlanta and then hop over to Utah as soon as that game starts, or as soon as this game's over. Excuse me. Make sure, again, if you're on YouTube, you got a chance to win $50 if you come over to the free Hot Mic app. Code SCOUT, all caps. Seth Curry and Embiid. They put Simmons down in that dunker spot. They've run that to end the game. Embiid missed that layup at the end. Wow. Oh, my God. John Collins, huge block. Out of bounds, though. What? Atlanta ball? Did he point the wrong way? I'm shocked he called that Atlanta ball. Like he just called that no foul Atlanta ball. But it looked like it was off Collins unless I missed something.
But I think he may have called it was out of bounds first. Oh, on Harris. On Harris.
Oh.
No foul, just out of bounds touch last on Harris. But on that last, I didn't get a chance to really look at that last play. If you did go off of Collins, it looked like Harris. It's close. Yep. And that's the beauty about the review in 2 minutes to get it right. What they call this?
Appreciate you guys joining me here, though, on the Hot Mic app. Again, if you're on YouTube, you're 30, 40 seconds behind. That's really close.
It's tough to tell there.
I don't know if you could overturn that.
We'll see it from the baseline view, too, I believe, to see if the rotation of the ball may have changed. If Harris did touch it with his fingers, like right here. 1, 2,
That looks like Tobias is hanging at the end.
Hit the baseline for sure. Collins did save it. So it would have been whoever
I think that call stands.
Huge call right here.
105, 104 Hawks, 113 to go in the fourth. And they might have the ball in a game they went into the fourth down, I believe, at 18.
Taking a look.
Maybe 16, but something like that.
Called off Tobias Harris. Atlanta ball.
Unbelievable collapse
13 remaining.
by the Sixers.
And it's funny, too, how you see it again one more time, how you think that
That's Tobias.
you can get back into
The
a
ball
game,
definitely hit the baseline.
so to speak.
That's the other angle. Probably showed that better. It wasn't paying that close attention to that part. Atlanta basketball.
David Guthrie. And Atlanta will have
Wow.
the ball up a point with a minute 13 left. And look at the body language. Look at Atlanta. Oh, look at this. You know, and Philly is kind of in bewilderment right now on what has just taken place, but now it's time to lock in defensively, get the stop you need.
Let's see the commercial, I guess.
Atlanta, for that pick and roll with Trae Young. Sticking with Young and Williams. And in the backcourt, and he's got Gallinari, Collins, and Capella. Gallinari at the three. It's been a successful lineup for him.
Ben on Trey. You avoid fouling. We try to get a switch. You throw to Gallo in the post with Curry on him. Playing pure matchup basketball. Back down. Lou passed up a shot. Throws it back to him. Oh, Gallo, what a tough shot. Oh, my God. That was one of those no awful possessions until it goes in. Seth Curry, long on the three. Don't need a foul. Unbelievable if Philly finds themselves down three without the ball. 19-second differential. Trae Young can run as much clock as he can. Look like they're trying to post Gallo potentially again, but Trae instead will step back, miss it. Timeout, good timeout from Doc quickly before get Ben with the ball or foul him. Any disastrous scenario there. Plenty of time to still go quick, too. Definitely don't need a three here, but do need to make sure Ben's not handling the ball in any situation where he could be fouled, without it being a clear layup dunk situation, because you do not want to put him on the line here.
That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes them mine.
Meanwhile, Clippers off to a 5-0 start. I told you they weren't going quietly. I think this will be a good game tonight.
Yeah, I stayed up and crunched all the night.
I already used Capital One automatic.
Kawhi or not, they've been playing locked in. Terrence Mann gets the start in his place. But they got he's a damn good defender. They got a 1 through 5 switchable defensive lineup.
Yeah, it is.
Without Mike Conley, still Utah just really struggling to find offense.
What's in your wallet?
Donovan Mitchell really the only one that can create his own shot. And, the fatal flaw of Rudy Gobert, not being able to make an impact really offensively, which flares up every playoffs and every year. Somehow people think that's changed and think it's not an issue anymore until it is.
The Sixers have missed their last 7 field goal attempts.
Ben is the inbounder here. Shake's going to pop out for the catch. Look for maybe a hammer action type here. Tobias looking for a three. Really hunting a three ball. Gotta go. Block. It's a block.
On the Hawks.
Could have gone worse for Atlanta. I mean, that's not a terrible result. Waste over 10 seconds and then Embiid has to earn them at the free throw line. That was pretty disastrous, and a little surprised that Philly looked like they were going exclusively for a three.
2 or 3 seconds too long.
And they absolutely couldn't get one. Embiid finally drove it, but wasted a ton of time to do that, and he misses the free throw. How about that?
This is unreal. Complete collapse by the 76ers.
Nate McMillan's a heck of a coach,
He's
guys.
stuck on 37 points. The last on mark in his fourth quarter. To make it a 2-point game.
Oh my God, I missed them both. Unbelievable.
Embiid misses both free throws. Atlanta falls up 3. 10 and change left.
Wow.
Game
Wow.
4.
Take a quick pause to get settled here, and then be right back with you guys for what looks like Philly unbelievably blowing this game.
Yeah, it's a debris on the floor. Atlanta Hawks
Debris on the floor.
have outscored Philadelphia 46 to
Kidding me?
19 in the last 14 minutes. So going back 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
Again, if you're looking for my call, Clippers Jazz, we'll have that right when this game's over, and they flip over to that one on TNT. But in the meantime, perfect time for you to download the free Hot Mic app so you can get synced up and hear my call live, as well as plenty of cash giveaways the rest of the playoffs. Live chat, happy to answer any questions as long as they're in the Hot Mic app. Hot MIC, code SCOUT, all caps. Oh, that's dangerous. Oh, my God. That just slipped. Oh, that was almost a foul on Trey. Yeah, he might have had that steal if he didn't trip. That was as dangerous as could be. I was going to say, Atlanta likes to do that because Trey's so fast, they sprint him to the back court. But, oh, my God, that was dangerous. That's almost a foul. I mean, it's accidental, but like the way that's called usually, I look like he had a lead on the ball, and Philly's going to lose this game. That's a good way to get something thrown at you, which Philly's known for. Just shut up and go home. Everybody, Philly fans on John Collins. Go win it on your home floor. Don't give them any extra motivation. Don't say anything. Don't give them any sound bites. Just say we did our job and on to the next one.
Monday night, comeback win for Atlanta. They got the series.
Doc Rivers, man. To be honest, I was only half watching this game, so I can't believe that this happened. I really didn't even have an eye on it. So, Seth Curry. Not going to matter much unless you can tip the ball in from 3 and point one. Collins still talking. 109-106. Atlanta takes Game 5 in Philadelphia. 26-point blown lead.
The Atlanta Hawks now lead 3-2 in this best of 7.
Unbelievable.
Second-round playoff series. Incredible, Jimmy. Let's set it into the third quarter. The momentum, get some stops, not get some shots. 3-point round to get you back in the game, coupled with the fact that the second unit for the Sixers didn't hold up to the very end of the margin. Allowed momentum to slip over. Hawks able to take advantage of it. All right, let's send it down to Stephanie Ready. She's got Trey Young.
Thank you so much, BA. Okay, Trey, here we are again. You all made a comeback. Several runs, double digits in the fourth quarter. What happened?
We kept fighting. I've been saying all year, saying it all playoffs. We keep fighting.
Game is never over.
No matter what down or up, we're gonna fight. And I'm proud of this team. We keep fighting.
What is that like in the huddle down the stretch when you look up and you're down 20 points at the end of the game and you still have enough confidence in each other?
Down 20 points at the end of the game. I don't think that's what happened.
Great group to be around. We all love each other company, and it's still on the court. And we never stop believing until the final buzzer goes off.
Coach McMillan trusts you implicitly. He said you're calling off 4 plays for your team. What's this like down the stretch for you, knowing you're in control of what happens?
It's a lot. I mean, it's great that I have a coach that trusts me and trust me that I'm with our team.
10 all, 8-11 to go in the first is our Clippers Jazz score. Jazz going on a 7-0 run after the Clips jumped out to a big early lead.
Congratulations.
So Royce O'Neal has 2 threes already. Balanced scoring for the Clippers. 4 guys on the board, everybody except Reggie Jackson. I'm sure Twitter's very calm right now, and Philly sports fans are behaving rationally and friendly, and definitely not sending death threats to their own players or anything. Appreciate that, Matt. Appreciate you checking out my latest podcast on Haralabos, who might be staying, might be leaving. I don't know if I heard or find some conflicting info about that, but might have forced Donnie Nelson to leave. Certainly something there. Maybe Donnie, the one that probably leaked everything that got in that report. Clearly not happy with Cuban's increasing reliance on him. Wild times. Donovan Mitchell got Paul George switching on him. Clippers again switching pretty much everything that's been their secret, and it's worked very well to stymie the Utah offense, which is very dependent on running plays, running pick and rolls to get tags and space the floor, ball movement. You take so much of that away by being able to switch everything as Paul George gets tripped on the drive. Again, I've been beating this drum for a long time, but again, when you have a center that, Utah's not even going to look to throw him the ball, if you've got Reggie Jackson switched on him in the post, I mean, it's hard to win in the playoffs like that. They say post-ups are dead. Well, I mean, dead for Gobert, and that's why Utah typically can't get over the hump. Well, can't get over the hump. Let's see if this year's any different. So, weird looking camera angle. Again, though, if you're watching on YouTube, you're 30, 40 seconds behind. Coming over, please, free Hot Mic app. We've got a live chat there, $50 cash giveaway. Just follow the instructions in the description. 13-10 Clippers. Terrence Mann picking up Donovan full court. Jazz are going to run a double drag here. More switches. Ooh, a little confusion there on the switch. Terrence Mann not picking up that. I guess Marcus Morris wanted him to rotate to Bogdanovich in the corner. So breakdown there that the Clippers will have to watch on film. Make sure they figure out. We'll be overcomplicating it. Morris trying to come in and double switch Gobert or something on the post, but you don't really have to do that against him. He's not a threat down there. Royce O'Neal did get away from the travel, as Dan Craig is calling for on the bench, but these ones are weird, though, because it's like foul, kind of forced him to travel. So I don't know if he – what are you supposed to call here? A foul on the floor because he ended up traveling before shooting? They're leaving it a shooting foul, obviously, but I was curious. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. You want a challenge, he's asking him? It shouldn't, probably not worth it yet.
We're just getting some clarity. Todd Williams, speaking of the officials there.
Well, they froze out Royce O'Neal. Quinn Snyder not happy about it. That was a long discussion, which isn't supposed to happen. Reggie Jackson coming off, a little pin-in play for Paul George. Terrence Mann, not a high-volume three-point shooter. Morris in the mid-range. There's got a lot of guys that can do that, too. Not many on Utah that can create their own shot. Again, Donovan pretty much the only guy. So, again, keep a body on a body. Just make sure you switch everything. Sometimes they didn't switch the ball screen, but pretty well contained so far. As Jackson doing a good job denying Mitchell. Clarkson, the only other guy besides Mitchell, can create his own shot, does there, but Royce O'Neal's going to run it down with a big hustle play. Bogdanovich, man, had a drive. Had Paul George beat, but pulled it back for some reason. Wow, Mitchell could have got that foul, felt like, by just leaning in a little bit, but I guess I'll take the three. 18-15 Utah as Mitchell throws in a wild three at the end of the shot clock. Double drag for Paul George. Bogdanovich tries to show to avoid a switch, and Morris hits the three. And looks like Utah coaching staff not happy about their coverage. Looks like that was not exactly what they were supposed to be doing there. Double drag again. Rudy behind the defense for a second. Donovan's got to throw those to him, too. He doesn't do a good enough job finding him as much as he should. Clarkson, tough shot maker. That's what he does. PG trying to get the Clarkson switch. Doesn't. But going to attack Royce O'Neal anyway to the turnaround. We need the best version of Paul George tonight. Stagger away as Donovan's going to drive it anyway. Jump balls, what should have been called, and is a little bit late there. See, Terrence Mann went for that fake, so when he left his feet, I thought Mitchell was going to lean in and get 3 free throws. Clarkson is a bucket. Again, if you're on YouTube, come on over, please join us. Free app, Hot Mic, Hot MIC, code is SCOUT, all caps. We're calling a bunch of games on there. The rest of the playoffs, bunch of $50 cash giveaways. Morris trying to back down Clarkson, but Clarkson doing a pretty good job getting into the ball. Morris slowly made his way down there, but misses the shot. And Utah's got a little edge in transition, knocks it down. That's what they want to do, play up-tempo before the Clippers have a chance to really set their defense, get all matched up. Good pace there by Utah. Terrence Mann debating, going against Gobert, is going to make the wise decision to kick it out to Batum. Gobert not happy about it. We felt they were overhelping when he had Terrence Mann bottled up pretty well. 23 all, 350 in the first. Bogdanovich slips and gets a wide open three as Paul George giving no effort on that play. He's got to be better than that. I mean, that was a good slip, but you can at least try to get out there to contest it. Just walking around. Reggie Jackson, tough bucket, and the foul. This has been a fun one so far. I thought this was going to be a low-scoring slog as, again, the Clippers, I thought, had defended Utah, have been defending Utah really well the last couple, and without Kawhi, I thought both teams would really struggle to score. I mean, these two teams, the score is not obscene so far, but definitely higher than I was expecting to this point. Zubac's interesting, as he's the one that does kind of let the Jazz play their desired offense a bit, because you don't want to switch him typically. He's the guy that'll be in a drop, not in that kind of switch everything defense that the Clippers have been playing.
The last few days to get himself ready.
26 all is Ingles is going to bring it up. Handles, they go right to the pick and roll with Zubac. Won't really do anything out of it, but Bogdanovic again. And now man down. You got to take away his airspace because he is hot and shooting without. Doesn't need much room to get it off. Nice dump off try by Paul George, but great hands by Gobert, I believe, to knock it out of bounds.
See how aggressive Bogdanovic has been here early on, and the confidence with which he is shooting the basketball. Rondo has not been a part of the action though the last 3 games. DNPs. Utah up by 3. George whips it to the outside. Morris inside the arc.
Are you kidding me? He's got a defender right there. He's one of those guys that just rise up and shoot over you from 3. 18 points. Got to shut his water off. The Bojan Bogdanovic game. Morris, mid-range. Again, no good. Good hustle by Zubac. Morris keeps it alive. Pat Beverly thinking about it. Going to drive it instead. Good decision to go away from Gobert, but Clippers finds a shot. That's a bump by Ingles. I'm going to call it a shooting foul.
And unfortunately for him, the official was right on top of it. But when he asked Chris Snyder about what he took away from that painful loss, he said, somebody was working him. We got into the line, we're asking, not to listen to you so much. And Chris Snyder showing clips to his team, he felt that was still a learning process and they would get something positive out of it. He liked it after the first quarter. Yes. No, he was best part about it. He did not like that first quarter. But they did get a little bit more of a rhythm and got back to winning the way they had been winning so far that best overall record this season. 1 on 2 for Marcus Morris, 32-27. Jazz. And they hit the 2 and it's opening quarter.
Pin down play for Bogdanovic. He's going to shoot it again. Short. He's feeling himself. Nobody remembers to pick up Paul George in transitions. Derek Favors has to try at the end. Tough finish by Paul George. Utah got to get matched up. Communicate. Double drag. Ingles. That's what he is so good at. A little ball fake at the end. It really freezes the big at the end. And that's, again, the Zubac's issue in the pick and roll. PG splitting 2 defenders, floater. Man. Eating up. Triple screen for Ingles here. Royce slipped out of it, had a shot. Passed it up. Ingles got a wide open look against the drop coverage. Good shot. Clippers have to live with some of if they're going to play in that drop with Zubac. PG driving away from the screen. Hits Morris. Extra pass to Kennard. A little slow getting it there, but Kennard loves that right hand dribble into his shot. Much better going right, actually. 34 all, big three. So I'll try to go around 33 seconds. Set up a two, keep the 2 for 1. Ooh, bad. Uncharacteristic Joe Angels play. Now the Clippers have a chance to steal back the 2 for 1. Kennard. Oof. What in the world? Oh, don't wait. You got a 6. Oh, I don't like that. They had a 5-on-4. They could have gotten a layup. It was a 5-6 second differential. Clippers are going to have enough time to get a shot off, especially if they go that early. Well, I guess that works. Bad execution, but worked out okay. Paul George, 5 seconds. And someone fouled him. And they are talking about it.
Hashem to make sure that any of the equipment after the whistle was blown. And not a bad foul. Not in the penalty there. Only 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Paul George has been terrific here to start. And it's so
Look,
important.
Royce O'Neal, you are not out.
Give everybody confidence. And you're going to need it in this environment, especially the way the Jazz have started. The Jazz have made 10 3-pointers. They shot 72% overall in this
Oh,
first quarter.
maybe you are. The refs aren't letting them based on who was at the scores there. I don't never understand why they such a stupid fuss about that. Just let them make the substitutions they want. Eesh. Wow. Wow. Marcus Morris. Tough freaking bucket on an out of bounds play that was going nowhere. 37-36. High scoring first quarter. Utah with a 1-point lead. It's Josh Tiven. Explain something to Jordan Clarkson. Appreciate you guys joining me again. If you're on YouTube, 30, 40 seconds behind, come join our Hot Mic community. We've got a live chat. Be doing games all playoffs long. Hot Mic app, free. Hot MIC, code SCOUT, all caps. Be right back after this commercial.
T-Mobile leader 5G. Experience it now. How iPhone 12
Coach, 10-game threes for Utah in that first quarter led by Bogdanovich. What do you guys need to do defensively? What can you tweak here in the second quarter? At the same time, no quiet under tonight offensively. You guys are rolling on that end of the floor. How are you seeing your team respond to that so far?
Rajon Rondo sighting. Back in the rotation. Kawhilis. Going right into spread ball. Oh, no, pin down for Kennard. A little decoy ball screen. Ingles, filthy reject dribble. Pull up. That's hard to guard. 40-36 Utah. Rondo. Not been very good, obviously, in early series. Come back. Pat Beverly, man. Can't get it to Zubac. Careless turnover. Utah trying to jump this Clippers bench line up a little bit. Clarkson, wow. That's a tough freaking three off the dribble. Again, they're having success against that drop. I did not like, honestly, Zubac even playing. If there's some way you could avoid that, period. It's not. He's making stupid plays like that, fouling too. He's doing more harm than good out there. So Ty Lue putting him in the zone here. 2-3. Wow. Surprised they called that screen on favors, especially against the zone. It did not look illegal.
Now on sale across the league. Secure the best seats, best prices, best benefits to your favorite team next season. Visit NBAtickets.com. Never favorite club. Trying to set a screen there and not establish the screening position.
Great pass by Reggie Jackson. Good playoff foul by Derek Favors, though. Make him earn it at the line.
Quickly getting Patrick Beverly out and getting offense and Reggie Jackson on the floor, and we saw that beautiful delivery there to Zubac on the run. 43-37, Jazz in front.
10-17 to go in the half here. Zubac knocks them both down. 5-point game. Full court pressure into the zone this time.
There's no way around it. See him there, almost at once like a 2-3 matchup zone. Takes that pick and roll away. Ingles.
What else? Bayoni halfway down. Ingles guarding Kennard. Wow. Kennard crossing to his right again for the pull up. Similar to the Ingles reject three a couple minutes ago. Niang, can't leave him. Let's get lucky. Yeah, they are scorching from three right now. Rondo, look, hesitated way too long. Gotta let that one go. Like from a trap Kennard or Clarkson. The ball out of his hands. Great catch and go by Niang. Just got the pass knocked away. Reggie Jackson, shoot the ball. Reggie, Mr. June. Wow, he's been great all playoff long. 44-43. Clippers respond. The big run of their own. 18 points for Bojan Bogdanovic, 10 for Paul George, 10 for Marcus Morris,
We could all use it.
6 for Kennard, 8 for Jordan Clarkson.
Pancakes.
Appreciate you guys joining me. Quick pause, and we'll be right back after this commercial.
This guy knows his stuff.
Welcome back. Scout with Brian on the Hot Mic app. 100% free. Hot MIC in the App Store. Code SCOUT, all caps. Pretty balanced, high offensive firepower game so far. Kind of the opposite of what I was expecting. 44-43 Clips. Neither team can get a stop, quite frankly, right now.
The NBA playoffs on TNT Western Conference Semis presented by Brand New Sports. I know you like when we go to the archive. 1992 NBA playoff. Clippers and Jazz, Danny Manning, Doc Rivers, and then Stockton to Jeff Malone, and then Stockton to Carmelo, Stockton alone. The very hot rod the Jazz won that series. In fact, they are 3-0.
Donovan Mitchell back in. Clippers sticking with the zone. Clarkson. Not much you can do about that. What a scorer he has become. Pin down play again for Kennard. They basically tried this as an ATO a couple of possessions ago. Ty Lue tried to find something he thought they missed the first time. That's a shot clock violation. That's a shot clock violation. Wake up.
Percentages in this game. He has done a great job surrounding the paint. It's just a George has popped off the bench. He'll check in next set ball.
So, just how they drew it up. Perfect execution. Worked terribly and ended up working beautifully. Rondo for three. Pretty good line, just a little long. 48-44 is Utah. Game of runs. 5-0 run of their own right now. Clarkson had Rudy behind the defense, but he was a shoot first guard. Step back. And the foul. Oh, no foul. I thought I heard a whistle. Wow. What a shot. 51-44. He is freaking ridiculous. Reggie coming off two screens, and Donovan's going to bump him. Matt asked a good question. If I'm remembering right, you feel the media doesn't get how good Ben Simmons is, still how much of tonight's loss is on him for not being steady in presence. Definitely a good question. I was I was 90% checked out of that game. I was doing other things, getting ready for this one, and then tuned in basically at the start of the fourth quarter when it was still 18 or whatever. So even though I knew it's not over, I was only half watching, but I got to rewatch the film to see what exactly happened. But PG, tough mid-range. But again, teams just relax when they get up that big. It's incredible. It's like without fail. Bogdanovic, speaking of without fail, he doesn't miss from three. 8-point Utah lead. But, Doc will have a ton of questions to answer. Ben definitely didn't play with enough force, it seems like. Joel disappeared down the stretch. I think they all just kind of thought it was over and relaxed, and that's what happens. Reggie, that was a filthy step back. Could not knock it down. Clarkson, this one's probably going up. Bring Gobert up into it. So you get the Batum switch. He passed the ball. Bogdanovic missed. But Rudy Gobert cleaning it up. Yeah, media doesn't have much basketball IQ for sure. They definitely don't appreciate Ben nearly enough. But yeah, obviously, like Gobert not being able to shoot or post up or whatever. Limitations. Like Giannis not being able to knock down threes or free throws consistently. It doesn't matter in the playoffs. So, the people screaming, oh my God, Ben won't attempt a three. So what? You want him to be Giannis? You want him to be taking 10 threes? No. The three, that doesn't matter for him. Personally, it'd be nice for sure if he could make like a 10-foot jumper, but even that, analytically is not gonna be a good shot in all likelihood. So, they do enough. They did enough, obviously, to take control of that game, to be up 26. And, Doc, I'm sure, was well aware of the potential to blow it and, telling guys to stay locked in. The game not over, keep playing. But no matter how many times you say that, again, it's human tendencies just to relax a little. And,
All right, guys, no insurance talk on beach day.
Trey is unbelievable. And Lou Williams has been predictably great for Atlanta.
I wish I could prove my insurance stuff. The house, the car, the RV.
Cluster. The insurance cluster.
I doubt that exists.
23 for Bojan Bogdanovic, who the Wizards analytics department thought was a losing player. Good call, analytics. Wow, the Cube talks to Dwayne Wade. It's a heck of a twist that no other game show does.
What's worse, having erectile dysfunction or having to talk about it? You'd be surprised how many men I talk to that struggle with that choice. And it's why I started Roman. Because getting help shouldn't be difficult. With Rowan, we made it easy to connect with a healthcare professional online. No one can need to find the right treatment plan. When you prescribe, your medication will ship discreetly to you. Simple, straightforward, and the way healthcare should be. Rowan, let's take care of it.
You did it. A steakhouse with a vegan menu that serves dinner at 4:30.
Seems like an unlikely dinner pairing.
Just a text away.
Just would love to know the context behind, how are these four people acquainted?
It's coming back to you now.
Just $1 million question right there.
Find Amex offers to save on the Grand Z month. One of the many things you can expect from your Amex.
Well, when you're struggling and you feel like you're watching, you just want an opportunity to yourself. And go ahead, he's done that and more in this first half. Knocking down five of the 6 field goals in this first half, and you can just see the level of focus in his eyes. He was determined to not.
You can handle a little Clarkson barrage. You can handle a little Mitchell barrage, which hasn't happened tonight, obviously. He's only 3 so far. But Bogdanovich giving you 23, that is going to crush any defense. Pin down play for Paul George. That was a great set, great execution. PG3. Another matchup type, it looks like, from the Clippers. Yeah. Mitchell's going to have an open shot, but he can take it. Finds Gobert behind the defense. Clippers, in my opinion, getting too funky. Try to mix in these zones and all this stuff. Just stick with what was working. Switching man. You got a small lineup again. Go back to that. Marcus pulling back against the DPOY. Donovan doing a good job not forcing things, letting everybody else stay hot. Delegating while he's not the one that has it going so far. Extra pass from Batum, good ball movement, a lot of ball movement. Terrence Mann takes a rare 3. No good. Usually first to step in, get to that elbow. His 4 closeouts and Clippers not locked in enough defensively so far. Not playing with that kind of necessary postseason effort.
We need to find a way to help Donovan. We're asking him to do so much to start playing. And this is the night, at least in the first half, where it's all come together. Goes well for you because you know he has the ability to take a game over. But now, not having to overexert himself in this first half, and because
Well, true. You just have to make sure he stays somewhat involved because it's hard, if you got 3 points at halftime to just turn it on suddenly. He's got to get a little rhythm, I think, going into late game if he's going to play a big role in this one. So Portland thumb set here on the Blazers motion offense. Morris pretty good jabbing out of that mid post. Tough asset. That another underrated reason he's a good playoff weapon. 2 screens for Mitchell, Clarkson, and now Rudy. Good switch there by Morris. Clarkson drives it, fumbles it. Jackson saves it. Good save. 51-59, Paul George. Royce O'Neal, good defender, but PG's going to go at him and get fouled and score it. PG. Playoff P. Wesley asked Conley was on fire before he went out. How much do you think his shooting will suffer when he comes back? I mean, that's just impossible to know, to be honest. I mean, he's a heck of a player. I think everybody, responds differently, and there's probably a lot of randomness in it, even to, how guys shoot after a lot of time off. Some guys will just naturally come back hot as hell, and Some guys, obviously, the lack of practice and rhythm and everything hurt them. Usually, you'd think it would suffer a little bit, but who knows? I mean, he's a professional. He's been doing this for so long. I'm not going to miss many of them. Mitchell, too easy for him. The Clippers were in the zone again for some reason, and that basically created a no coverage situation on the ball screen, which you cannot have against Donovan Mitchell. So that's a good way to get him going, like I was saying, a little bit before halftime. Morris, good slip. Reggie Jackson in the corner. Good extra pass to him. No good, though. 62-54. Clarkson gets the switch. Terrence Mann. Skip pass. Extra pass. Extra pass. Bogdanovich no good. Long rebound. Utah keeps it.
Rotation and then making the right read. You don't convert, but it also created opportunity for Royce O'Neal to attack the offensive glass and get you another possession. 14.
Again, if you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, happy to answer any questions as long as you come over to the free Hot Mic app. Just use our chat room on there, and I will gladly answer your question on air. Ooh, Clarkson was open. Mitchell didn't see him. Maybe a little too late. Good trap in the corner. Can Mitchell escape it? Good time, but oof. Paul George a foul. Royce going at it a little bit too.
And just took his eyes off and there a little bit of frustration on that foul. And I thought he just always seems to be in the right place when there's a loose ball.
I'd love somebody to find out if Tyler is vaccinated. Oh my God, Rudy, the France step. That's a big shot. It felt like it was going in PG's rhythm right now. Wow, Patrick Beverly, look at that. That's textbook pursuit from behind. This is textbook how not to run a fast break. Paul George, wow, staying with it. Down goes Rudy. Wow, the fight is what I meant to say. None of us saw it because TNT can maybe show us what actually happened.
And that right there is what triggered that reaction. Gobert did not like the fact that Morris stepped over him and some contact was made.
Yeah, but they caught the second guy,
Lunge
as they tend to do.
with his right hand, and that's what Josh Timmons saw. They're going to take a look at that because in essence,
Best hope for Utah maybe is that they go back and give double techs. Morris, hard to tell. I mean, if it was clear cut enough that he was intentionally stepping and taunting Gobert, or if he did it covertly enough for Gobert just to get caught for grabbing his foot. Let's see if we can tell here.
So this is right at the end.
Yeah, it should be a double tech.
Something that they'll be able to see because he didn't have to walk over him there. Nope. And listen, if you're Morris, nothing wrong with antagonizing and instigating, but you don't want to do it in a manner that's going to provoke. You know, you want to be a little more subtle. That's a little surprising from a second veteran.
What can you do that's subtle with these 50 million cameras that's not going to get caught? That's going to make Rudy Gobert respond like that and get a tech. What do you think you could possibly do that's subtle enough to not be seen under replay? Well, you'd have to just say a vicious thing about his mother under your breath or something and hope nobody's mic'd up. That's a double tech. Just give him a double tech and move on. You did say something. You did not need to walk over him.
A couple of them you can't, in terms of replays, you don't see that. So, depending upon if the officials get a look at all of those angles here, will determine, I think, what direction direction they go with in terms of the call. Yep. John Gobles put the headset back on in contact with, I got the clock on. Yeah. Oh, we're going to watch. They're going through the replays in Secaucus, New Jersey, and it appears that they're going to go double technical. That's what they've determined, that there was an instigation here that led to the Gobert reaction.
The investigation found an instigation. I don't understand how you could just have seen that replay 30 times and then come out totally bewildered. And you know what you did. You're also which means you know the truth theoretically. So Marcus Morris is shocked that he was assessed a double tech for taunting Rudy Gobert and then stepping over him. He's either a tremendous actor or delusional. Wow, Patrick Beverly is just getting in business right now. He's making an impact with his phenomenal defense that, speaking of media and, NBA Twitter and all that, half of them hate on him and just think he just hacks and whatever. I promise you, he's one of the most feared still defenders in the league. Mitchell came down on the snake pull. Wow, look at that. That was pretty well contested too. A few of the local help defenders were able to come help too. This is Paul George. Ooh, no counter on it, setting a back pick instead of coming right off. So Mavericks play for Hardaway. Clippers run that for PG some. What a filthy move. Push off there. That was minimal contact. That's contact. Like that. Cop into it. Respect for the game. Look at this, because Morris was guarding the ball screen. Beverly was right there. Both of them were able to get a little contest on it, but Morris was a little too late coming up to switch it.
Indeed. I was actually here for that one, doing the World Tour. Oh, wow. Michael Jordan and that was they all went together. It was in the 90s, 98.
Look at Patrick Beverly. Impact. That is pure heart. Woo, Reggie. It's a cutting Terrence Mann. Oh, everybody left the ball. Terrence Mann, not enough of an offensive threat. Reggie dancing with Rudy again. You shake him to get a shot off. Let's see. Defensive player of the year. 60-65, Utah. See, look at this. Patrick Beverly's guarding Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Morris going with double that. Wild shot. Go 2 for 1 if you shoot real quick like that. Reggie, a little long. 5-second differential. Mie Onis. You'll miss out on his chance of fame. So even if you have a foul to give here, don't use it because you've got 5 seconds. Oh my God! I guess I'm gonna use it now. Jeez, Royce O'Neal, what the heck are you doing? 4 seconds. Terrible possession. Terrible possession. Terrible possession. Bogdanovich still gets it off the rim. Ingles, open. Oh, wow. Bogdanovich scorching hot all half. And misses 2 in the last 10 seconds. 65-60. Utah thrilling first half. Fun stuff. Appreciate you guys joining me again. If you're on YouTube, you're 30, 40 seconds behind. We got a live chat, cash giveaway, a bunch of other cool things on Hot Mic, Hot MIC in the App Store. Code SCOUT, all caps. Come join us for the second half on there. I will pause and be back with you guys after halftime. All right. Let's hear what Quinn has to say.
You focus here and use your voice in that. Use your voice on transition. That's what you got to take care of with. Okay, let's go.
Good stuff between the Utah head coach and the star of the Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, Iron Eagle, Greg Anthony, Rebecca Harlan. We can't get from Game 5 of the Western Conference Semis. Who knew that
5-point Utah lead. Start the second half. Clippers with the ball. Terrence Mann slipping the ball screen to pin down Paul George. Utah didn't fall for it, but
completely disagrees with the ball, and man is going to the free throw line.
I don't like that call. It's Man getting the heebie-jeebies. Seeing Rudy Gobert coming over to swat the crap out of him as a roll man. Gobert made little contact on him, but Man was extending an elbow too. Incidental contact in my opinion, but one possession game. And a high level defender picking up Mitchell full court. Mitchell getting that ankle. He's hobbling on that a couple times. Definitely not O'Neal's game, but he'll finish and gives the too little. Trademark too little. Get Batum out of there so their spacing's right as PG gets hammered and wasn't happy about it. Him and Royce have been going at it. PG was not happy with that foul one bit. That's good playoff basketball. Relax, Paul.
I don't know what was excessive about that. Okay, there you go. You saw the grab.
Grabbed him a little bit, but it's a common foul.
Yeah, it was the hawk. Yeah.
Trying to prevent him from getting a layup. It's a hard NBA playoff foul.
With Paul George was
Call that a flagrant. He's trying to catch him a little bit.
pop up. And in fairness, I don't think he grabbed him when he had that hand on. You know what I mean? Like he was pulling down. So I can see how.
Josh Tiven has the distinction of just always looking like a massive wise ass. I don't know how he does it, but he just he looks always sarcastic.
And it really was more towards the official
Fun fact also, he once replied.
around the neck area
So,
with the right arm.
I tweeted, not at him, but I think I mentioned his name, something about I had like a dream. It was so random that had Josh Tiven in it. And so then Josh Tiven somehow saw that with his name and oh God. Flagrant one? Give me a break. It's a joke. Well, he saw it and tweeted something like Josh Tiven had a dream of having a conversation with Brian or something. That's the softest flagrant foul I've ever seen. Jeez Louise. What a joke. No me gusta. You're on YouTube. Come join us, please. Hot Mic. Hot MIC in the App Store. Code SCOUT, all caps. Live chat. Happy to answer any questions over there. And you'll also be synced live to catch me breaking down the X's and O's as they happen, as opposed to 30, 40 seconds late, which doesn't make much sense. Reggie looks like setting up a little Spain type for him. Drive it, miss, Man. Got away with a little contact on Gobert there. Another reason I don't like that call on Gobert, and that's Man's shot. points. He likes kind of those sort of off balance, mid range, a little crossover. Ingles wide open off a pin. Can't miss those. Timeout. No? Surprised. 69-67. Great start to the half for the Clippers. Ingles so good with that pace. It looks like he's like falling over. Yeah, get that three whenever he wants. That's again another instance of if your comfort area is the mid range. That's where he just made a shot. Step in, take it again. Take it, settle for a three. Ooh, call offensive foul. No call there. 71-69 Clippers handoff in transition. Mitchell's going to come set 1-2 for Ingles. Gets Reggie switched and Bear and Man a little fist fighting. Donovich, tough step back, and Royce O'Neal gets fouled, crashing the offensive glass. That's a push-off. He's really having trouble with calf, ankle, something.
Really shot inside the rear point line for him. And he's able to get to the rim and get the free throw line. That's something he has done consistently throughout the course of this series. But tonight, with that great start, he's been a little more reluctant, and rightfully so.
If this is your first time on Hot Mic, do me a favor. Make sure you click that follow button. Just click on my name. Make sure it says following. If it doesn't, just press follow for me, please. Won't change much for you, but gives me a little something. If you'd like, we'll give you notifications whenever I'm live for a game. Excuse me.
Injuries over the course of our career. There's no doubt about it that it can have an impact, but it's not going to be to the point where you can't have an impact on the game.
71-70 Clippers. Just over 9 minutes to go in the third. Ooh, trap. Steve Ballmer. In the background, 73-70. Morris balling despite the missed call. Wow, Mitchell felt a hand on him, threw it up, doesn't get the call, and he is really not moving well. Really hobbled. What was his initial injury again exactly? Is that what's just bothering him, or is he aggravated? Something else? He's really not doing well. It's like, why would you throw it to Rudy there? What is he going to do with it? Clippers also just like beautifully doing something you hardly ever see in basketball. They're like the guy that's like guarding Gobert, like let's say a small switches on him. He's so little of a threat that, like let's say Ingles drives into the paint. They're having then like the guy that's switched on to Gobert. If like Ingles beats his man ever so slightly, they're having Gobert's man like rotate off him directly under the basket to go take the ball. And like whoever was guarding Ingles, if he was like trailing him for a second, then he's just like running to box out or, guard Gobert. But it's like that's a wild defensive thing that you hardly ever see in the NBA. And, again, Rudy's just softness, quite frankly, is what enables that. And, you know, the Andy Bailey's of the world. Hate to hear it because Kior, deep work, adjusted plus minus, blah, blah. Great. Super efficient. Regular season, and he just rolls and catches lobs. And he's a good defender. Checks the rim. Guards pick and rolls in that drop as good as anybody. But when there's more nuanced things you have to be able to do in the playoffs, nah, not as much. I don't know what that sound was. It was like a sheep. I apologize. Make sure you check out the YouTube video I dropped today on Giannis's jumper being quote-unquote ruined by somebody, which is nonsense. Viral tweet claiming that whoever ruined Giannis's jumper should be something with like 5 clips of him as a rookie. Great. When he was 60 pounds lighter and 19 years old, he made some threes, 41 on the year total. But his form wasn't good. He just nobody knew who the heck he was and no pressure on him back then. Able to spot up and jab, shoot over some people and shot it okay as a rookie. And then the next year he was 15%. So nobody ruined him from his rookie to sophomore year. He just didn't have very good form. He lost his confidence in it. And never was a good shooter, period. Never. Was never a good shooter. Got up to 26, 27. And he's gone to 30, so he's steadily improved over his career, actually. Hasn't gotten worse. But he's plateaued at 30, 31. That's kind of who he is. Which is fine. But my point to all that has always just been, if that's kind of the max level of his three, which again, teams are perfectly happy to let you take a 30, 31% three during the season. It's kind of like Russ. Should he be practicing and taking 10 million threes? Or, over Russ's career, he became a pretty good mid-range shooter at times. I know it's come and gone occasionally, but, he can hit the banks. He can, do some wild stuff in the mid-post. That's where Giannis needs to get better, not just taking that wide open three from the top. Good late clock play by Utah, but can't finish. EG trying to get Bogdanovich switched. He does. Marcus Morris, the throwback. He is killing. Oh my God. Even Bogdanovich going for 40 apiece. Man, you gotta shoot that. Jeez, Royce. Like that. Look at Reggie just totally leaving him too, sensing that he's in his head right now. You're gonna have to put Niang in for him. Obviously, that puts you a lot worse defensively, but Royce is not going to shoot the ball. That's killing your offense right now. Clarkson coming in works too. And leave Royce there. One more firepower off the dribble in Clarkson. Technical? What? You might be taking it back.
Josh Tibbin came over immediately and made a call. Clarkson and Batum are the interested parties. And it's a slap away by Clarkson and an extra. Yeah, about the elbow. I don't think the slap was Again, the officials are on edge in this game.
Wow.
George drains the free throw. The Clippers lead by 7. And there's a little bit of frustration, too, on the Jazz right now. Things aren't going easy for them. The Clippers are dictating tempo on both ends right now.
Clarkson does not agree, safe to say.
And this thing, lots of time on.
But honestly, he might have done him a favor because Tech might be better than losing that possession, period. It's a foul. Game getting a little chippy. Feels like something is close to breaking out. This is the time where you remind your assistant coach that's in charge of making sure nobody leaves the bench area. You better do your damn job. And you also got to remind the guys on the floor and playing heavy minutes that, you know, you stand up for yourself and you don't back down, but you also don't do anything that can justify an ejection or anything. Yelling, fine. Mean mugging, fine. Punching, not. PG in his bag tonight. Look at Rudy. Get me out of here. If that goes in, that's enough. Wob is playing that clip 15 million times. Like he did that Harden thing last night, which really wasn't a big deal. Wow. Clarkson. He made that a little harder than it needed to be. Give it to Paul George. Come on, Josh Tillman. He's overdoing a little bit right now.
As Paul George draws it on Bogdanovich. That little push there with the left hand and George's ability to sell it right in front of the official there. It's an easy call. George goes again. Step back three.
Playoff P. We're in like a bizarro world where everything that happened in the bubble is being totally reversed. Lakers Heat done in the first round. Paul George, amazing again. Mitchell just not moving well, but somehow still got there. Rudy, that's what he's got to do. Follow shit up. Play big. I'm going to throw it to you and impose. We know that, but at least dive hard as hell. Get every offensive rebound. Reggie. And say, you live with Terrence Mann shooting that. Well, he's shooting threes tonight, but that's a big shot. Bogdanovich backing down. Reggie right to get a foul. Rudy, there he is again. Got to be careful because he's got a tuck. Almost got another air punch. Would have gotten thrown out there. It wasn't an air punch, but visibly. Be careful what you do towards the officials, man. It's got to be careful. On that screen, PG should have shot that. Got up in the air. Mitchell again was just like moving very gingerly. Wow, it's a heck of a pass though. With a zip on that. Rudy's got 3 in this quarter. Good packs. In a row, more or less. Ty Lue's got to clean that up. 83-78. Clippers, 4:50 to go in the third. Got to make sure you're staying inside of him and fighting him early for position, especially if you're small. Can't let him ride up on you and dominate you on the offensive glass.
And that's why CarMax gives you an instant online offer for your car. The way it should be. CarMax.
When sending a text at 3 a.m.,
Again, if you're on YouTube, anywhere else, come on over, please. Free Hot Mic app, hotmic.io or Hot MIC in the App Store. Use the code SCOUT, all caps. Got a live chat on there. Got an awesome community. Got $50 cash giveaway tonight. and a bunch of the rest of the playoffs. And they'll be doing a whole bunch of games on there. Oh, yeah, and you'll be live instead of 30, 40 seconds behind. Marcus Morris, that's 20. Feels like he's got a lot more. I guess he's just barely missed 8 of 12 from the field. Paul George, 30, 11 rebounds, 11 of 17.
They say this game can take you far.
For Utah, Bogdanovich scorching hot to start. Cooled off since then, 25. Mitchell, quiet, 10. Clarkson, 14 off the bench. Gobert starting to make an impact, 12 points, 5 rebounds. Clarkson, the only bench scorer for Utah. Clippers, not much more, though. They've got Kennard, 6, and Zubats with 2.
The spray breaks down dirt and the powder absorbs it deep inside. Bye-bye.
Try Wet Jet, the money back guarantee.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
Welcome back, America. It sure is good to see you.
Since the Maryland Lottery launched the loaded family of scratch-off games, the state has become loaded with winners.
I'm loaded now, so. It's okay, we're loaded. You say loaded.
See? Yeah. Loaded now, right?
Play the loaded scratch-offs in the Maryland Lottery. Loaded with all kinds of cash prizes. You did it. A steakhouse.
I miss the bonus question every time. I don't notice the bonus question.
To satisfy everyone's taste, just a text away. One of the many things you can expect from your
But
family.
Bojan hit his over already. That one I got right.
It's coming
So
back
that's
to
good.
you now. Real pants. Panamax offers to save on the brands you love. One of the many things you can expect from your
Yeah, Wesley asked who's my favorite out west. I have to go Phoenix as well right now.
About the culture.
I mean,
Friday night
Clippers
vibes.
formidable if Kawhi can play it all. Utah, hard to see them with Mitchell banged up, moving very gingerly.
Donovan Mitchell on the perfect shot to really make it. One thing that's starting to happen is Gobert is starting to have an impact in the paint. I think that's going to be critical here now.
Somebody help me out though. What was his injury exactly again? Is that what seems to be bothering him now? The announcers aren't talking about it, but he is not moving well. Just look at him even like walking around now. He's like limping kind of everywhere he goes. Post up play. Marcus Morris. No good.
Good job by Bogdanovich challenging defensively there, not allowing Morris to create the space he wanted. And off by Mitchell, all movement lead to Bogdanovich. The try. Couldn't bring it in.
Morris fouls Gobert. Of course, looks like he didn't even touch him, is what Morris says.
Gobert starting to assert himself, but more importantly, he can do it because of the attack of the paint. That's always important for the Jazz. The Clippers are going small, and it's worked because of the inability of the Jazz to get the ball in the paint. Gobert has 12 points. Donovan Mitchell has been held to 10 points on 3 of 8 shooting. That's been more right now from Rebecca Harlow.
Well, I am here.
An air ball.
Talking about this, and I was not 100% with the ankle. And I talked to him this morning. He said it's a slow process recovering. He said rest is the priority right now. It's just one day.
Okay, we had normally addressed it, so I guess it was just that ankle again.
Outside of pregame, he said it's been difficult because he wants to go out there and work on the things that he thinks he can do differently in this series. But at the end of the day, he said, I need to be healthy for an 8 p.m. tip, not at 10 a.m. So right now, guys, rest is the priority.
Thank you, Wesley. Appreciate that. PG, Terrence Mann playing that weird Bruce Brown-like small 5 role. A little bit bigger than him, but you get the idea. Oh, gotta shoot that one. Oh, gotta shoot that one. Gotta have better awareness than that. Young player mistake.
Good job overall, but just have to be aware of that shot clock. And good coverage from Gobert. After the initial fake, they switch it up.
Interesting. I like that. A few times, Clippers are just like run a run and trap, run two defenders at Donovan Mitchell. Get the ball out of his hands. Run and jump. I forget what it's even called. Not something you see much anymore. Marcus Morris, good double by Clarkson coming over. Somehow still have 8 seconds to shoot. Ooh. Short. Oh, Rudy, where are you going? Wow. Felt like a foul. No call. Body's in the ground. Clarkson thinking about it. Hits the ground hard. Chris O'Neal not happy about it. Asking for a review. Again, this game has been physical. Like grinded out playoff basketball mixed with a little offensive firepower and threes galore. Probably like this one. Refs letting them play a little bit finally.
It's Aaron Jordan walks to the free throw line with a 90% shooter. His first free throws of the night. The Buffalo Clippers 3-2 series lead against the Miami Heat. Kevin Durant and the Nets close it out and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals forward. And the Bucks go to Game 7. Don't miss the Game 6 action tomorrow night. 8:30 Eastern. I still can't get over how electric Kevin Durant was playing all 58 minutes, and that was just as good a performance as you'll ever see in the postseason.
83-80. 3 minutes in the third. Ty Lue getting Pat to come set it. Slipping, he's open. Big shot. Pat Beverly. Not a lot of respect for him as a shooter. Clarkson. Morris on him now. It's more favorable. Bernard. Skip pass, barely got there. Yeah, not much of an off the dribble guy. That was a wild shot for him. Wow. He hasn't done that since college. Usually his role for Utah. Time they got under it, but wow, Pat had another shot. Passed it up for the floater. Clarkson cannot get back to him on that short hedge. No fear of Rudy Gobert right there. I love how Rudy even pretends like he's going to post up Luke Kennard. Not throwing it to him. Wow, that's a foul. Oh my God. Morris kicked his freaking foot on the shot. That was a dirty play. And they even call it. I like to see that again. That would look foul to me. Like, why is Rudy even in the post? I'm not going to travel. Jesus Christ. Oh, Clippers taking control. 90-82. Awful into the quarter for Utah. Offensive foul. God, he's done that like 3 times. In the face. Well, maybe not actually in the face, but high.
And he could have done the same thing with Michael Jackson. A creative space for the shoulder. Anytime the hands extend, you really make it a little easier for the official to make a call. And like I said, Russell Neal started that one beautifully. Third foul on George. Rondo with this. George has lost 20 minutes, 30 points.
Rare Oni sighting. No surprise. I guess Gobert's not doing anything offensively, so we're just going to even go to put Matt Thomas in. Just wants another shooter out there. Now we're running offense through Niang. How about that? Oh, right from the air ball. Too big. That is pure bully ball. It is post ups being alive and well, especially for wings. But a super advantage if you could do that in the playoffs. It's the same call. Oh my God. I thought Engels was going to get called for the same. Paul George. No, it's like a push off.
This was meant to be a block. I was going to say Ingles to the free throw line.
So he had his hand on him before the push is maybe what he's calling, but it's not been a ball on line. A loud ball on line. It's been a tough one to officiate. I'm not saying this is easy by any means. Fast-paced, physical game. Wow. Should have probably held that, but
just a touch for whatever reason. So that could have been really loud. 3 seconds to jump off the final moments of this third quarter. Clippers really turn things around in the second half. Watching the crowd.
shot the clock. Too late.
Sure, and we just talked about that with me, but that's what I mean about being a little tight. And right now, just not reacting instinctively.
3 seconds, plenty of time with Rondo's passing ability. Let's see if he can thread one. Oh. 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 Pretty good look. 9-point Clipper lead going into the third. How about that? Told you this was going to be a good one regardless. I didn't see it coming, but even without Kawhi, they've been hooping. Paul George, vintage PG tonight, and locked in defense, especially in that third quarter.
Burritos.
See you guys for the start of the fourth.
With crisp veggies on freshly baked bread. Just order in the app. It's burgers.
Coming out of retirement.
Oh, mercy.
I've got a nutritionist, life coach, yoga instructor, podiatrist.
What do you say?
I say, don't quit your day job.
I was looking to see if teams had a reality check feature. Start of the fourth quarter with the Clippers leading the Jazz 92-83 moments ago. Rebecca Harlow brought up with Jazz head coach Woodson.
Coach, there were some defensive breakdowns in that third quarter that we didn't see as much of in that first half. In this fourth quarter defensively, what do you need from your team?
Well, we're having a hard time, doing the right thing on small pick and roll. We've got to do a better job shifting, particularly Rudy's got opportunities to protect the rim, but other guys got to be able to stay in front too. So we're a little better in transition, but we haven't done it now.
Offensively, lights out in that first half, and then in that third quarter, 0 for 10 from 3. Offensively, how do you get your offense going to get this game here?
Offensively, how do you get your offense going?
A lot of them were contested because we
I was
weren't
going to say
getting the ball.
defensively, how do you get your offense going?
We got to try to drop the ball.
Pat Bev, sure.
We're looking for a team
Rondo, offensive rebound. This is danger zone time for the Jazz.
After the Mitchell miss. And that possession right there is an example of what Winston was talking about. Rudy Gobert's responsibility. Look at he's leaving the paint right now. Where are you going? You're not going to go all the way out to the line. You've got to defend that rim. He's got to have a little bit more
Not really accurate, but
on the interior. Watch George has been sensational. George.
Clarkson's got to get going again. Wow. What the? Foul. Rudy. Clarkson just threw it right out of bounds. Is that a pass?
Just got caught in the air. Just a little out of control and playing a little too fast right now. For the Clippers, Rondo, Canard, Beverly, George, and Morris.
Good switch by Niang. Take away that Morris shot. It's another good Clippers ATO. Morris finally misses a shot. Ingles hesitates and then does what he does, which is drive with a little bit of speed and then slam on the brakes. Brilliant manipulator with speeds. Wow. 6 seconds. Huge possession here. 7-point game. You got to stop here. You're still in good shape. It could be a massive swing. I don't really like letting Rondo let that one roll that long. Oh, Rudy, you got to block that. You got lucky with an air ball. Why didn't swat the crap out of Pat there?
To spend the time, to get the momentum heading back in your direction. We're going to shoot it. I think we're going to stop the down to the first, slow down a little bit of second, and post for the third. Ingles to the rim, that shot there. And then Beverly has some words after the
No, I think Beverly's talking to the ref.
much better decision making by the Jazz. A good find by Mitchell. Where Eagle had an angle to attack. Most I talked about that. A lot of their guys, they need an advantage to be able to attack. And that's an example of it where the defender is not locked
You're
in.
with us on YouTube again. Take 5 seconds. Please download the free Hot Mic app. Yep, literally free. So you're not watching 30, 40 seconds behind. You can be synced up live. Hot MIC in the App Store. Code SCOUT, all caps. Got a live chat over there. $50 cash giveaway. Bunch of games, all playoffs long, only on the Hot Mic app.
Second free throw for Eagles. He's cracked double figures. Jackson checks in. Morris subs out.
5-point lead.
He's against Clarkson. Now you got another playmaker, Reggie Jackson, on the floor. Guy who can beat good defense there. The catches Clarkson just reaching in. Easy ball. That is the third team foul against Utah. We are just around 36 now for the fourth.
Confused what Reggie was doing there. PG talking to him. This Reggie kind of like rolled into the pocket instead of like popping, slipping, doing what he's done all night, and that made it a really tough passing angle for PG. And this is a tough shot. Game of runs, momentum swinging again. Ingles, you don't want Paul George on you. Great help by Batum. PG, go quickly, can wait. Excuse me. No, PG lost it. Wow, somehow still came up with it. Patrick Beverly corner. No good, and Mitchell laboring, but see if Pat can get some heat on him here. No, it switches. No surprise. That's the game plan, but I thought Pat would make that a lot harder to get that switch.
Obviously, not 100% of Rebecca. I thought described it perfectly, but in reality, he still can be effective, and he knows it.
Kind of like James
And
Harden.
his team needs it. He is their leader.
Why is he even playing? Why is he even in the game? Because he's still the point guard they have, and he's still an elite shooter. Even if he's not in his step backs, he can. People are so stupid. The freaking half court hoops, whatever, dudes. What in the world are they doing guarding Harden who can't shoot tonight? Why are they guarding him, spotting up? He didn't get any spot up shots, hardly. Maybe 1, 2. His threes were all step backs, the tough ones. If you leave him for a spot up, he probably is knocking that down. These are a lot easier than the sidestep contested step back. Under there to avoid the switch. See if PG can get this switch they're looking for. Can't. Good coverage again by Utah, being locked in on those small pick and rolls that Quinn said they need to clean up. That's an impossibly difficult shot, and holy cow, Reggie Knox. Even the Clippers bench was all like, what happened? Dumb foul. That shot. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
Patrick Beverly. That is number 4. And the problem was that, like, there's no reason to foul 94 people in the basket. There's just nothing about that that makes any sense. And I get being aggressive and being intense and wanting to get after, but he needs more from that.
So you shouldn't lay defense on somebody where they can't score. So what Greg Anthony's saying? I mean, obviously you don't want to ride him before the ball's inbounded and get that foul, but you could very easily have made Royce O'Neal think he had an angle to get it in and drop it and turn the ball over. Get one of his diving on the floor steals that put an exclamation point.
Makes sense. But in that situation where you're So it's going to lead to Donovan Mitchell of
Is that two in the room?
this game so much about ebbs and flows and momentum, and you just made a big shot. You just got the momentum back potentially.
Right, enough. Okay, it's 1-3 for a big goal.
And you're going to have to continue to play against rejuvenated defense here from the Jets. O'Neal will come to them.
Excuse me.
Ron Neal making sure Marcus Morris knows what his plan is. In this game, feel like the game seven. You're thinking a lot of it is split because of the significance. Understanding more than likely the winner, no matter about the winner, the game is in control. And both teams sense it, they know it.
Double drag. Donovan. Marcus Morris switches. Coming to Harden, get the ball out of his hands again. Royce traveled. Wow. Let's go let that fly.
Decision-making role because when the double team hits Donovan Mitchell, he's got to make the right play here, and that was an easy one to go. But because Reggie Jackson jumped in that passing lane, forced him into
Yeah, great play by Reggie. Great ball movement. He's laughing at Clarkson like he's cutting the. Wow. That is way too careless. Foul? Oh my god. How is that? They don't even look for Rudy behind the defense. It's amazing. He doesn't really want the ball. That's really why. Jazz are not locked in at all right now, which is not acceptable with 7 minutes to go. Rudy, like there's no reason. Where are you going? There's no reason to be that far off the tomb. I mean, him shooting, he's in the end of the world, but if you were just in no man's land, not really doing anything else, why? Where are you going? He has not been good enough at all, except for that brief offensive rebounding barrage in the third quarter. 190 Clippers in the driver's seat right now. This is Utah's offense has gone from 37, 28, 18 to now 7.
The new chicken. Ignore the reviews
That
and
is
don't touch the perfectly hand-breaded, crispy, and juicy bits. And don't forget, we're still the home of the Whopper.
Leon's been stuck on 25 since basically halftime.
All right, check this out. You're right, it is. Jason, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more?
Oh,
So what are you waiting for? Michaela Maloney to get your frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it. Here you go.
Thank you, Michaela.
Geico, switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Forget about vacuuming for up to a month. SharkRack Robot deep clean collects itself into a UFP as little as once a month. And unlike standard robots that bounce around, it cleans for a wide array. If it's not sharp, it's just a robot.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now with the powerful iPhone 12 Pro with 5G on us. And with our new Magenta Max plan, you'll get unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use. Plus, access to fees are included. That's right, unlimited premium data with the iPhone 12 Pro on us. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Unbelievable play brought to you by Oculus and Twitch, the official VR headset of the NBA. Morris drains the triple, and in the end, who's happy about it? Steve Ballmer. He can't stop him. Nobody is creating space. I'll tell you what, I'd like to see him on the dance floor. I've seen it. He'll do it. It's similar to that look. He must be a dance. That's got to be a jazz fan. That was a jazz fan.
Jazz fell asleep. Another one Neil come be the screener. Wow. Eagles sneaking on the baseline. Had a layup maybe, but good hard foul.
You're in it with it. There's no shot blockers down there. Just go up. And even if you get fouled, you're the better free throw shooter. So that is the 14th foul against LA. Gobert is 3 of 6 to the free throw line tonight. Three-time defensive player of the year. Announced last week that he won it for the third time. All-star each of the last 2 years. Boxing has become a big part of his life as well. Can't wait for the Gobert and Logan Paul fight in 2028. I'm sure that'll be fun.
Oh, that's good.
192.
Wow. PG, what are you doing? Foul him again, Kennard. Back the shit out of him. Make him a dunk. What are you doing? Oh, some wild things going on in this game. So a tough angle to foul, but woo! Wild finish.
Want more action this NBA season? Put your taste to the test all season long. Over under. FanDuel's newest free game. Over under is
You guys got it. Pulling this one out.
TNT broadcast. And it's simple to play. And to set the line. All you have to do is pick over or under for every question. Nail your picks to claim a share of $5,000 in prizes for every contest. Just download the FanDuel app or head to FanDuel.com/over/under to make your free picks today.
This is so crispy, juicy, and tender. You might even call it deluxe. Okay, now you can definitely call it deluxe. Introducing McDonald's new deluxe crispy chicken sandwich.
Wait, this isn't your bed. How'd you get here? Ah, yes, groceries. Earn points now to use on travel later. One of the many things you could expect when you're with Amex.
Azaro, the most wanted. The new intense fragrance by Azaro. Go to sleep, Maggie. Go to sleep, Go to sleep, Maggie. She's never clever. Rated PG-13.
The fact that that's the only scene they're showing from this movie in their trailers for it, or
Pancakes with
probably not a
almonds,
good sign.
burgers, burritos, and occasionally with pizzas. My parents have been making their own pancakes. For night owls, we miss staying up till dark. For nosy neighbors. And for smooth operators. That's what I'm talking about. Because right about now, we could all use a pancake.
Home. It's not just a place. Home is a feeling you live in. When your home is happier, you feel happier. Which means you can celebrate happier, or organize happier, or just be happier. Every room, every moment, everything you need to home. Happier. Bed Bath & Beyond.
It's time for Sleep Number summer sale on the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. It's the most comfortable, body sensing, automatically responding, energy building, dually adjustable, data powering, wellness boosting, foot warming, temperature balancing, recovery assisting, effortlessly life changing, improving quality night's sleep you've never made. And now save up to $500 on select Sleep Number 360 smart beds, plus 0% interest for 48 months on all smart beds and Sunday.
Welcome back. And, 8-point lead, ball in your best player's hands. And Paul George here.
Well, George got a switch of Bogdanovich on that Utah probably did not want. Royce O'Neal had switched that. Bogdanovich was trying to show and stay, but Royce O'Neal called that a switch. Paul George mind-bogglingly threw that. Regardless, Marcus Morris is animated with the lack of execution. Reggie Jackson has, oh my God, what? We can't touch that. Well, we got one ref saying it was deflected, another ref saying Reggie can't be the first to touch it. Which is true. You can't touch your pass in the NBA. College, strangely, you can. Yeah, it didn't look like anybody touched that. Clippers,
Down the stretch.
I don't know. I might have to put freaking Rondo or somebody in that can get the ball across half court and not turn it over every possession. Wow. Donovan Mitchell doing what he does. Ooh, I don't know about that being a shooting foul. It's a generous continuation. I think he had gathered it. Maybe Giannis should try that. Might add another 10 seconds to his free throw routine, but closing his eyes. Imagine he's on the beach somewhere. 3-point game. I mentioned it's a game of runs yet. Terrence Mann, the screener. Royce pokes it away from behind. Paul George is not getting it done down the stretch. It's been a great game overall. It's very loose with the ball these last few possessions. Wow. Yeah. Reggie Jackson has been a freaking superstar. Go, get out of there, Rudy. Shoot. You have to shoot. Wow. Like, where are you going to put Royce? It's like, okay, you don't want him to be the closest guy, so you put him in the corner. Oh, they're not stupid. He's still going to be the one they end up forcing the ball to. Reggie freaking Jackson. Are you kidding me? Reggie freaking Jackson. That's your defensive player of the year. No. No, it's not Giannis either.
This is the game.
No, who is this really? But
Poetry in motion. Legend burned into the imagination. This game.
I say Patriots. No, obviously you can't give it to him based on
This
how well we played this season. But
softness was recognized.
Tucker, Beverly, those guys, smart to smart.
Ben's mind. That drops. Yours.
They're the real
Awesome.
best few defenders, in my opinion.
Okay, at AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all
Simmons.
smartphones. Let me break it down. You got your new
And
customers,
the other guys,
they get our
okay.
best deals. You got your existing
Thank-
customers, they also get our best deals. Everyone gets the deals. Question.
Got it. But why did you use a permanent marker?
Because I want to make sure you remember. I'm going to get a new whiteboard.
It's not complicated. Only AT&T gives everyone our best deals on every smartphone.
This series tied at 2-2.
105-97. Miss Reggie Jackson responds.
These fans. And it's just such a different feeling, a different environment. And I'll be honest, the fans have been fired up from the start. Right now, their team is down to Los Angeles. Yeah, you know, most of those watching have had this experience a lot. It is nothing like being in this kind of environment with this electricity. This is a
Not in a rhythm, not moving well. That was the most open of the Reggie Jackson shots. Oh my God, that was almost offensive. Wow. Lucky no call there. Paul George cannot dribble down the stretch. Holy. He just fumbled the ball 15 times. He's not the best pass either. Oh, wow. It was let go of each other. Oh!
there with his right arm. Pushes on top of it. George quiets the crowd for a moment. He's got 31 points. The Clipper fans in the arena, and this is an opportunity to make it a three-possession game here. 3:17 on the clock. George bangs in a pair.
Plenty of time left. As the Sixers know. Donovan split the double team. Great extra pass. Bojan finally is back. Great split of the straight up double team by Donovan Mitchell. That's tough. It's not even a ball screen splitting. That's just splitting two running at you. Paul George. He can't even have like the ball in his hands right now. He looks like freaking Coach Nick trying to dribble. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. How do you show this before what just happened? Oh my God! Show the Terrence Mann. We see Bogdanovich. Thank you. You just dunked on the defensive player of the year, Terrence Mann. Mm. Biggest play of Terrence Mann's career right there. 7-point game, 2:35. Still lots of time, but you got to execute. So.
Number 4, PG-13. That's a big play because Bogdanovich get a chance to make it a 2-possession game, and there is a ton of time here. And I really like with Utah, Mitchell and Bogdanovich having the ball in terms of decision making in the half court. Wow. Misses in the free throw line. 88% shooting. Just an enormous first half. 23 points. This is one strike from free throw territory. Second half has been a different story for both. Does not have the same rhythm credit. The Clippers, especially in the third quarter, is what they were able to do defensively to kind of disrupt this rhythm. But still, 2 possession games.
Interesting decision out of Paul George. He has not been able to dribble for 5 minutes. Initiate the offense, but see if he can finally get a hold of it. Just carried it to him. He's trying to be unselfish, but it's too open. Oh, man. Paul George just couldn't find it. Ooh. 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 Wow. Man. Pretty dude. 110, 106. Quick pause. Right back with you guys for the finish. I like this more. Instead of having Paul initiate the offense, give it to him at that right elbow. Wow.
Wow. Because of last year, this guy has stepped up in a big way. He's got 34 points. And that's the fifth foul on the most minutes.
113-106.
And the Clippers with the ball up by 7, a minute 39 to play.
Donovan Mitchell has no fear.
You want the three, but man, you'd love to see Donovan.
Oh, stop it. Hindsight. He makes that shot. We're doing nothing but praising him. I'm feeling it these last few minutes. Good body language from Rudy. I like that there. The little slaps it. Come on, next play. We got you. Good tip by Ingles. Almost would have had that. They just will not give it to Rudy. Wow. First O'Neal got fouled. They didn't call that one. They really called Gobert, I think.
Comes in weak side, watch him come out on the right corner of that screen there, and just keeps it alive.
He didn't get foul call. Clobber.
O'Neal just needed a moment to gather himself.
Did he get the foul call? I did. They called that so late. I thought that they gave it on Rudy. To Rudy.
113 to 106. LA.
Good plenty of time to make both these.
Game 6 will be back in Los Angeles on Friday night. Will Mike Conley be available for Utah? He has not played in this series.
We say, will he be or where he will be?
8.6 assists in the first round over Memphis. And if he wins this game, I look at this one at game 6, much like we saw with James Harden. And the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, at that point, that's why we didn't do the last thing in the season. I mean, you got to think if he can go at all, he's going to get the try. George against Gobert. Drives in. George gives it up.
Too late. Jesus.
That's the one positive from the Clippers' perspective of Luka. You had an opportunity there. You missed it. Potential offensive rebound opportunity. A lot of good things could happen with a shot attempt. We are down to 35.
Luke, what are you doing, buddy? Appreciate you guys joining me again. Hot Mic app. If you're on YouTube, please download the free Hot Mic app if you like my videos. We love hearing me call games live like I am tonight. Hot MIC in the App Store. Use the code SCOUT. $50 cash giveaway tonight to whoever wins the betting prompt challenge. Live chat going on over there, and we'll be doing a whole bunch of games as I've done all playoffs long.
We're making a difference. Looking for a job
Appreciate
is so
my Hot
stressful.
Mic community sticking with us for this late one, but
ZipRecruiter helped with
been
my
worth
job
it
search.
for
It
sure.
works like a free personal recruiter, sending me the right jobs. I applied with a click. They found me great jobs and even sent me status updates, so I never felt alone. We got the job. Okay, hey, let's go.
Go to ZipRecruiter.com and put ZipRecruiter to work for you.
Coming up next, inside the North End. It's all about Kia Curry, Jack Charles, and Shannon Gunn. A lot to go over tonight between the wild Atlanta, Philadelphia, game number 5, and tonight here in Salt Lake City, the Cleveland Jazz. Let's see if the Jazz can get something quick downhill. Now, they are 2-possession game with an opportunity here to get a 2-for-1, but you want it in attack mode going downhill. Unless you get a wide open free, remember you're in the penalty, so free throw just as good as well. Ingles, trigger man, gets it in, Mitchell. Away by George, out of balance.
Great defensive play, Paul George. Tried to design a play for a quick Mitchell 3. Probably want to go 3 here. Royce, wow, hand down. Hesitated, but pretty good look.
The question is that people want taking that shot in that moment. Yes, because that's who was open. So, sometimes it's not your decision on who gets the shot.
Not a decision. It's not like Quinn Snyder drew that up for Royce O'Neal. It's that same play that was drawn up for Donovan Mitchell. The ball was just slapped away, so no time. Couldn't get it. Royce, pretty shocked that Marcus Morris didn't even bother really getting the hand up. But maybe got in his head a little bit as Terrence Mann misses the first free throw. Utah probably don't use the timeout here. You race it up. See if you can get a quick 3. And you extend it the other way. Then let the ball roll a little bit too, or throw this in reasonably far. That's not very good, but let's see how quickly he can go. That's pretty quick. Ooh, breaks. Wow. Clippers coming into Utah without Kawhi Leonard. On the brink of stealing Game 5, going home. The chance to earn a trip to the Western Conference Finals. Pretty remarkable. Yeah, I'd say Mike Conley. Gotta play in Game 6. Even if you're 80, 90%, gotta play. Paul George, fantastic. Reggie Jackson, fantastic. Marcus Morris, fantastic. And Terrence Mann, maybe the X factor, stepped up big time. For Kawhi Leonard, 13 points, including a big kind of dunk on Rudy Gobert. And pretty damn good defense, too. Bogdanovich, 29 for Utah. Donovan Mitchell, 21. Besides that, everybody kept in check pretty well. Appreciate you guys again. Make sure if you're new to Hot Mic, you click that follow button. It probably already says following me, but if it doesn't, click where you see Scout Brian. Press the follow button. If you're on YouTube, again, perfect time right now during this commercial. Just download it right now. It takes up basically no space on your phone. 100% free. It's Hot MIC again in the App Store. Code SCOUT, all caps, as in Scout with Brian.
To save money and get round
Again, free $50 cash giveaway tonight. Too late for you to make your picks tonight, but somebody's going to win $50 tonight, and then we'll do it again for sure next week.
We thought people could use a break.
Maybe jump on a game or two this weekend as well. We'll see. The schedule looks like.
Now's not a good time for you guys to say.
Are you sure? You haven't worked all day? Read the room, guys. Right?
Clippers have one timeout remaining. Jazz are out of timeouts. Neither team has fouls.
Quick 3. That's all you can do.
With Los Angeles in front, 116 to 108.
Quick 3 and pray for a mistake. Good play. It was too easy, really. Jeez, Bogdanovich wide open.
The Clipper lead is 5. And Teron Lue will use the
Shocked how easy that was.
Any chances underneath the basket.
Pretty brilliant Quinn Snyder, but not the best defense for that situation. Well, again, why the game's never over. Get a steal or somehow crazy offensive foul or something here. Still in business. See the Clippers, you advance the ball most likely. Well, yes, you advance the ball without question. Just got to get it in. Nice and easy, all right?
And crunch thin crust too. Carry out
probably don't have Rudy in unless you're just using for a screener as a screener. Figure if you have to throw him the ball, they'll be helping off him, so he'll have enough time to get rid of it. If he catches it, nobody's gonna be close enough to foul him. So maybe you leave him in.
This is NBA playoff basketball. That's it. Clippers advance the ball.
And he's out. Wait, sorry, that was stupid. Yeah, spaced out there. It's late, sorry. Clippers ball, obviously. I'm talking about Rudy. Oh my God, dangerous. Oh, can't wait that long.
So Morris
That was a little risky.
14.6 and his team leading by 5. Enough time here, but ultimately come down to whether Morris could meet both of his free throws. The crowd did worse. I thought he gave a great effort. That young man competes defensively as hard as anybody.
Best defender on the Jazz. I'm not sure on neither. Actually, I think Wilson is the best defender. That one won't get much agreement on NBA Twitter. Still alive. Still a 2-possession game. Make or miss. Miss would really help, too.
Off of miss or make. And get right into a 3-pointer. Jordan check back in. So they've got 4 terrific 3-point shooters in the game right now for the Jazz. Clippers 116. Jazz 111. Second free throw attempt to Morris. LA by 6. Mitchell. Fire short. It's 7.8 on the clock. And I don't like that baseline. You've got to get the ball advanced up the floor before that clock comes on. As you see it goes off a man's chest there.
Then he comes over asking for a review. These guys are shameless.
Last touch LA, which would maintain possession for the Jazz. Get the basketball. You're going to go through these replays and see
Oh, yeah. Maybe. That is all Bogdanovich.
You've got to have the ability to get a pass to half court and get somebody downhill there. And that's an easy call for the officials. Open and shut case. And open and shut game.
Good call, Terrence, man. You are spot on.
Overturned. Los Angeles has possession. They're going to put 8:42 on the clock.
Appreciate you guys joining again. Let's see if we can figure out
But then
who wins
got right back
the $50.
The crowd was electrified, and it was Paul George who had answers and Reggie Jackson during a critical stretch. And that's what you had to have, right? Because when in a hostile environment without your best player, you had to have your next best player perform a great performance, give his team confidence, but then other guys had to step
Not
up.
me, that's for sure. But maybe one of you. That'd be nice.
And Reggie Jackson were terrific. They were clutch because they hit shots every time it seemed like the Jazz were grabbing the momentum back. They come through with a huge play. Paul George, 37 points, 16 rebounds. Let's look ahead. What will Utah need to do? What adjustments will have to happen? Listen, they've got to get better offensively. I just thought
Appreciate you guys joining me. Hot Mic app, Scout with Brian, YouTube, podcast, Instagram, patreon.com/Scout with Brian, the best way to support. For even a couple bucks a month, get 50 bonus videos, private chats, a bunch of other goodies, and help crowdfund Scout with Brian. Basketball analysis for you, not the media clickbait crap. Appreciate you joining me again, and shoot me a message on Patreon. If you sign up tonight, I'll make sure to reply and thank you, and we will do this again very soon. Thanks again for watching with me, and Clippers 3-2, going home. Steve Ballmer, a happy man. Thanks for watching with us. Have a good night.
Moves one